New cryptocurrency projects are popping up every day. Some of them, like Bitcoin, have already become relatively mainstream, while other crypto projects lurk in the shadows, waiting for unsuspecting suckers, investors, to take their money. There are well over 100 different cryptocurrencies with the word Doge in their name, all trying to capitalize on the meme coins hype. Now let's face it, in the end, most of these projects are going to fail miserably, and these tokens will end up being worthless. But today I'm going to talk about a lesser known crypto project that I'm actually pretty excited about. In this video, we're going to be talking about StrongBlock, what it is it legit, what are the rewards, and the rewards are pretty insane. And then we're even going to go through a full-blown tutorial where I will go in and set up several strong nodes, so be sure to stick around to the end. Now, to break down what StrongBlock is, we must first understand how basic blockchains function. In a proof-of-work system such as Ethereum, you have two main players, miners and nodes. A miner creates new blocks in the blockchain. It validates new transactions and records them on the global ledger. A node, on the other hand, is a device that contains the complete transaction history of the blockchain. Nodes are connected and they transmit, relay, and store decentralized blockchain data. Now, these miners typically receive a reward for solving a complex mathematical problem and receive rewards in the form of transaction fees and newly minted coins. Node operators, on the other hand, typically don't get jack squat. To address this issue, StrongBlock has come up with a way to actually reward node operators, and they're the only company that's currently doing this. Now, with StrongBlock, users can create a fully functioning node within seconds and start earning strong tokens as a reward every day. Now, currently, StrongBlock is rewarding over 122,000 node operators for popular protocols such as Ethereum. Polygon nodes should be coming next month, and StrongBlock has recently entered a partnership with the rapidly growing Phantom protocol. So these guys are growing. Now, blockchains have the ability to revolutionize many aspects of business, and as such, a recently released 271-page report expects that blockchain as a service, or BaaS, the market to grow from $632 million in 2020 to over $11.5 billion by 2026. That's a compound growth rate of over 62% annually. So needless to say, this blockchain as a service is going to be massive market driver, and StrongBlock is one of the pioneers. StrongBlock was founded by David Moss, who was previously the Senior Vice President of Technology Operations at Block One. Other notable founders of StrongBlock include Corey Lederer, who is a former senior manager at Nike. So they have some pretty big names behind them. So the entire system revolves around their Strong token, which is an ERC20 Ethereum-based token. There is currently a circulating supply of roughly 138,000 Strong tokens with a current price of about $870 per coin, giving it a market cap of well over $100 million, putting it in the list of top 400 coins globally. The price charts for Strong are, well, strong, as the coin has risen from a low of about $25 in January to well over $800 currently, further showcasing the potential that people see in this crypto project. Now, the way it works is that you can purchase a fully functioning node on the network for 10 Strong tokens each. And node operators are rewarded at a flat rate of 0.1 Strong tokens per day, per node that they own. So while 10 Strong tokens is going to run you well over $8,000 at the current prices, plus several transactions worth of Ethereum gas fees, the payout rewards are pretty insane. Earning 0.1 Strong tokens per day per node that you own translates into you earning 1% of your initial investment per day. That means at current prices, you would be earning over $80 worth of Strong tokens per day for each node that you owned. And since you can own up to 100 nodes per crypto wallet, you can easily reinvest those earned strong tokens into buying more and more nodes. If you owned one node, then after 100 days, you would have earned an additional 10 strong tokens as rewards, and you can purchase a second node. 50 days later, you could buy a third node. 33 days later, a fourth node, etc. So in about 100 days of reinvesting your profit, you would have 4 nodes, earning 0.4 strong per day, or well over $350 per day. That's over $10,000 a month. These are some pretty insane rewards because, like I mentioned, blockchain as a service is expected to grow exponentially in the coming years. All right, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to download a crypto wallet such as MetaMask and add it to our web browser. I'm going to assume that you're already familiar with MetaMask, but if you aren't, there are plenty of other videos out there that will show you how to set it up. From there, we are going to need to fund our wallet with some Ethereum for the transaction gas fees, as well as get some strong tokens themselves. The best places to get strong tokens are currently from the KuCoin exchange or Uniswap. In this video, I'm going to be using Uniswap. So let's jump straight over and let's start purchasing some strong tokens, and let's set up a node or 2 or 5. All right, guys, so here we are at the StrongBlock website, and as you can see, I've already created one node a couple of days ago, and I labeled that node as Batman. You have to give it a name. Now, as you can see, in the last little under 2 days, I've earned almost 0.19 strong tokens, which I could redeem back into my wallet, but I'm not going to because Ethereum gas fees are pretty obnoxious. But this 0.19 strong tokens, if we look at the current price of about $876 per token, that's, I don't know, like $150 in a little less than 2 days that I've earned worth of strong tokens. So in this video, I'm going to set up several more nodes so that I can continue to grow these a little bit faster and see if this is going to be worth it in the long run. So what we're going to do is we first need to purchase some strong tokens. Like I said, KuCoin or Uniswap is probably going to be your best choice. In this case, I'm going to use Uniswap. So we can go ahead and launch the app. And I do already have MetaMask with some Ethereum funded. There's about 12 ETH in here, so close to 50,000, 48,000 and change worth of Ethereum. So we're going to go ahead and select a token. We're going to type in strong. And we're going to try to buy, let's go with 50 of these things. So 50 strong tokens is going to be worth about $44,000. Add in Ethereum stupid fees and Uniswap's fees, and we're paying about $500 in fees. But hopefully it's going to be worth it with how much money we're going to be earning. So let's go ahead and swap these tokens. And let's confirm. And we're going to go ahead and hit confirm. And that $60 gas fee, that makes me cry. I don't know why Ethereum is so popular. They just have obnoxious fees. All right, so we have our transaction has been submitted. We can go ahead and close this, and then we're just going to wait a little bit for this transaction to actually go through and for these strong tokens to get loaded into my MetaMask. All right, so here we go. It is actually loaded. I spent about 11 ETH to get that 50 strong tokens, and if we come up here to my assets, we can now see those 50 strong tokens. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to come back to the StrongBlock website, and we're just going to hit create node. Now, as I said, you have to name your node, so I'm just going to go ahead and name mine after various superheroes. So we're just going to keep that trend going, and we're just going to label this as Superman. Give the node a description. We'll just call it Superman once again. And then we're gonna hit this little disclaimer down here. Now it is important to realize that you do have to pay an ongoing monthly maintenance fee of basically $15, payable in Ethereum. So once again, that means $15 plus the Ethereum fee. So it's gonna be much more than $15 per month. And this is per node. But the good news is that you can pay these fees 90 days in advance. So you don't have to log back in every 30 days to do this. But you do have to remember to come in once, basically a quarter every 3 months to update these. If you don't pay these fees, you lose the node. That would be terrible. So make sure that you keep on top of it and at least pay these fees once every 90 days. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and hit submit. Pay $35 in estimated gas fees for it. Wait a little bit for it to actually go through. And there you go. My node has been created, and it says it can take up to about 30 minutes for the node to appear, and then it will immediately begin creating additional strong tokens for me, earning those rewards. All right, and so what I'm gonna do at this point is I'm going to go ahead and, well, let's just hit refresh. Let's just see if it is already popping up here. All right, it's not popping up, so I'm gonna give it a little bit of time. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and create my other 4 nodes, and then I'll pop back in here once these nodes have shown up. All right, guys, welcome back. So I have set up my 5 new nodes plus my original one. So I'm at 6 out of 100 nodes maximum. It took about 5 or 10 minutes for these nodes to show up. And as you can see, they are already slowly earning rewards. Now they should earn rewards at a rate of 0.1 per day per node. So with 6 nodes, I should be earning 0.6 strong per day. And like I said, at today's price of 876, I don't know what the math is on that. That should be, give or take, about $500 plus or minus a little bit. So the rewards are pretty insane because you're getting 1% per day. Now, as you can see, it shows that these fees are due, that $14 or $15, whatever it was, in fees. Now, the first one that I created a couple of days ago, I already paid that one out 90 days in advance. But we can go ahead and pay all of these fees, and we're going to pay them all at once to move them out 90 days. So we're just going to click on Pay All Node Fees. MetaMask is going to pull up again. And it looks like couple $100 here, $140. So we're going to go ahead and hit confirm. And that should pay all 6 of our nodes out to basically 90 days out. We'll let it think here for a little bit. All right, so it looks like my fees are going to be due in 60 days for some of these other ones. Maybe I misclicked something, getting in a hurry here trying to make this video. Either way, that's not a big deal. I can easily log in once in the next 60 days to repay these fees. So that's not a big deal. And as you can see, my MetaMask browser, if we go over to assets, it has then withdrawn those 50 strong. That's how I purchased these 5 additional nodes. And it cost me, I don't know, a couple $100 worth of fees in order to get all of these set up, because you are paying Ethereum fees for each node that you're setting up. And like I said, Ethereum is stupid expensive right now. But I think the rewards are well worth it. 0.6 strong per day, that's some insane rewards. All right, guys, so that's it. I should currently be earning 0.6 strong tokens per day, which should be over $500 a day. Now, my general theory is I plan on selling these strong tokens to at least recover my initial investment. And then once I've gotten my initial investment back, I really don't care what happens after that. At that point, I'm going to continue to grow and reinvest my Strong tokens back into buying more and more nodes until I eventually get to 100, at which point it should be earning 10 Strong tokens a day, which translates into stupid amounts of money. That's the math breakdown on that. Now, obviously, some of these smaller coins like Strong Coin is much more risky than some of the mainstream coins like Bitcoin or Ethereum. So understand the risk involved if you plan on doing this yourself. But for me, the risk versus reward is pretty decent, so I'm willing to at least give it a shot. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, and as always, I'll see you all again next time. Thanks.